That's better. Hey? Fucking rights. Bloop! Some of you cocksuckers might be wondering why I got all this money right here. Here's what's going to be happening. Timmins bylaw was supposed to come by here today. At least that's what I understood, because like my fake camera was supposed to be taken down before midnight last night, right?
Yeah.
Nobody came by to check anything out. The bylaw, the same female has been here, I don't know how many fucking times now. 4, right? I think it's 4. It might be more.
Times that she's been here?
Yeah, how many times she's been here?
Oh, fuck, way more than 4.
Way more than 4?
Yeah, since February 8th.
Yeah, she's been here so many fucking times.
It was like every other week.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, and the first time she came here, it was about the camera on the back fence. I had a ring cam on the back front, on the back fence. Hey? Fuck! Hey? I had a ring cam on the back fence. And bylaw came here and said I'm not allowed to have it there because it's recording part of the next door neighbor's yard. And so I put blinders on it. You know, the black blinder things there so you can't see the neighbor's yard. And the bylaw lady said, okay, the blinders are fine. Then she left. Okay? Case closed. Actually, she didn't just come alone. I got the video. She came here with, I think it was her boss. Some dude came with her, and he says, "Oh, you don't have to like keep the blinders on. We just need to see that they're on, and then when we leave, you can take them off. We just need to be able to close the case." I got this all on camera. Anyway, so they fucking leave after I put the blinders on. The female bylaw officer, the one you guys seen in the video a few videos back, she comes back here and she says, I think, this is a month later now after the blinders are on, I think when we leave here you're taking the blinders off. I said, well, the guy that was with you said I could take the blinders off. I recorded you guys, like, that's exactly what he said. She says, oh, you're not allowed to take the blinders off. I said, okay, well, it's not a big deal. The blinders are still on anyways. I never did take them off because, like, I don't really use my ring cams that often, right? And I showed her. I pulled up my tablet and showed her. And she looks and she sees the blinders are still on. So she leaves. Comes back a month later, or a few weeks, I don't know. Sometimes it's a few weeks, but it seems like a month. She comes back again and says, okay, I'd be a lot happier if you took the fucking camera off the fence and like installed it over here. She named all these places, but none of those places watched my back door where it was watching on the fence, you know? So like none of those places were good enough for me. And I said, okay, well, let's just make things easier. I said, instead of having it on the fence or over here, over there, whatever, how about I just put it on a table in the backyard facing the back door? It won't be attached to anything on the property. I'll just put it out there to watch the back door whenever. Like I'll put it on the tree stump or I'll put it on the fucking table over there. She's okay with it. She fucking leaves. And then we get to the part where you guys seen the video. She comes back. She thinks I got cameras up in the windows. She looks. There's nothing there. She comes around back over here, and she knows there's no ring cam up. I showed her. There was a fake camera on the fence. Everything's okay. You seen the video. Case closed. She's going to close the file. $75 ticket she was going to give to me. She's going to the Timmins house to make sure that I don't get it. I get chased by the pit bull next door. I fall down, and I get hurt. I mean, it didn't really hurt, but I mean, my body got hurt. I mean, I'm a dude, I ain't no bitch, but I did get bruised up pretty good, and I slammed off the ground hard. Like, my insides are still fucking sore. So I complained about it. I complained to the Timmins house, and I said, okay, something has to happen with this fucking dog, because eventually it's going to get one of us, and it's a pit bull. And if it grabs one of us by the fucking leg, it's going to hurt. And I think it's mostly after Charlie the Labradoodle, though. It really doesn't like Charlie. But anyway, I complained about the dog trying to attack us on, I think it was last Sunday. No, not yesterday Sunday, but a week ago Sunday.
Yeah. Sunday
the whatever the fuck. I don't remember the date. Anyway, so I complained about that. Instead of Timmins House doing anything about the problem, they send bylaw back here.
Yeah.
They need my fake camera down, and she also thinks that even though she's seen that there's no cameras in the house, she thinks there's still cameras in the house, and she's going to give me a $500 fine now for cameras that she thinks are in my house.
No.
Okay, go ahead. Correct me.
Okay, so she says that the camera in the back had to come down.
The fake cam.
And there'll be a contractor if you don't take it down that comes for.
Is going to charge me $500.
Yeah, and if you want summons, also for if she sees the fucking cameras in the windows, which there are no cameras, but I mean, if you see them, if your eyes are telling you that, there'll be a contractor, like a professional contractor that comes in to take those down. And it's gonna cost Ed $500 for a summons to go to court.
Yep. And now all that's happened since the bylaw lady has been coming here and causing trouble with my cameras. Like, she's come here and made up so many different rules already. Everything's videotaped, okay?
Everything.
Well, not videotaped. Video recorded. There's no tapes. Everything's video recorded. Every visit she had here. So I called around today, and I already got a lawyer, but the lawyer has a free lawyer. Well, I don't even know, she's not even really a lawyer. She works for lawyers, and she solves problems before it has to go to the lawyers. What is she called?
A paralegal.
She's a paralegal. I got a paralegal that I go and see, and she usually solves my problems when it comes to Timmins housing. And she's
an experienced one. She's not new.
Yeah, she's not no new person. I mean, I've gone to see her for years. I mean, I've known her for I've lived here for 2 decades. Well, not 2 decades, just about 2 decades. And she's worked there as long as I've lived here. Anyway, I can't see her until
June 12th.
June 12th. That's my appointment. So I figured, like, why just have one of these ladies? Because she's just going to make sure that all the shit goes away, you know, like the tickets will go away and stuff, because otherwise it'll go to the next step. And usually Timmins House will back off, or the city. Usually the city, they'll try to push a little further. This isn't the first time I've had problems with the city. Usually they'll give you your tickets and I record what they do. I'll end up in court with them, right? But I have to send all my stuff to the Crown, and the Crown will watch my videos, and they'll tell me that I can leave. There's no fine no more. You know, it's been thrown out the window. And yeah, so that's all that's gonna fucking happen again. But the money is because I was told I should retain a real lawyer, one like really pay for one, because what's going on here is total fucking harassment. I got possibly broken fucking bones and shit from this fucking dog chasing me. I don't know yet because I gotta get one of those, what are they called?
MRIs.
An MRI. And my landlord won't even fucking like let me know if the dog's gone or not. I have no idea. Every time I go out the door, that dog might be there. I have no idea, right? I don't live next door. So anyway, I gotta sit here in fear of my fucking, well, not my life, but my fucking, I gotta fear for the safety of my fucking legs and arms when I go out to my car. And on top of that, I got a bylaw officer that keeps on coming here because Timmins Housing, my landlord, keeps on calling them. Nobody else. It's my landlord that keeps on calling. And as far as I understand, with the last thing that's happening with the bylaw lady saying I have cameras in my windows and shit like that, she can't be a complainee when it comes to this. Nobody told her that There's cameras in my windows. None of my neighbors called her and reported this. I never told her this like she fucking said. She doesn't fucking live here, so she don't fucking know. It's just shit she's making up, right? So anyway, we needed to come to an end. So that's what the money's for. I got that money there, so I'm gonna make sure that they don't ever want to come here to fuck with me again.
I need to add something. Also, in one of those videos that you're...
I bet if Timmins Housen's watching, I bet you cocksuckers didn't think I'd have enough to get a lawyer. A few years ago, they thought it was funny because they really fucked with me, and I couldn't really do anything except for make videos because I didn't have no money to get a lawyer. But guess what? I have enough money now to get fucking 3 lawyers. Fuck you!
I was gonna say...
I knew this day would come.
I was going to say something quick about one of those videos that you have of the bylaw bitch coming here. When she said to you, she thinks when she leaves.
She thinks
when she leaves, you're putting...
Nobody called her and she doesn't know. She never saw nothing. This is what she thinks in her own fucking brain.
Even the emails say that. I think.
This is stuff she's coming up with on her own.
So in one of those videos Ed has of when she was here, she says, well, when she said, I think that those blinders are, you take them off when I'm gone. On a video, right? Because I got fucking mad. I was like, pick a fucking date and time. Pick a fucking date and time.
Yeah, Donna told her to pick a date and time. Donna even showed her. She picked the date and the time of the day. The bylaw lady.
Yeah.
And Donna pulled
it's on
all
video.
The way back. It's all on video. The blinders were up the whole fucking time.
And I was like, here's whatever.
And the bylaw lady knows that. She's just coming here playing games now.
It's all.
But now it's our turn to play the game back. It's our turn to do the next. It's our move now.
Back, beat the day and the day.
Send me the $500 ticket and take me to court. I'm ready to go.
This is bullshit.
I'm ready to go any day of the week that you want to go. Write it up, drop it off wherever you want.
Did you say
I say wherever you want because you never bring them to me. You give them to the landlord. And then the landlord will send me a message. You got a ticket here you need to pay. Well, no, you need to pay it. You sent the cocksucker here. You, the landlord, and the bylaw lady made up this fucking shit, and you guys caused this. You pay the ticket. I'm not paying it.
On top of that,
I'm not paying nothing.
What I said to Ed...
You can eat my fucking ass.
What I said to Ed, and for those who think, oh, well, the landlord and the city can't be working together, then why the fuck is the landlord rectifying the fucking bylaw officer's mistakes?
Yeah, correcting her mistakes in the emails and stuff. That's not the landlord's job.
That's not your job.
That is not your fucking job.
If that was, she should have emailed you and like the bylaw and say, okay, you know what? It says, I don't even know what you would do for that, but the landlord should have no fucking anything in there about that. Like,
nope.
Enough is enough.
And it's time for a change. Hey, is that what you're gonna say? Donna used to be an Owen Hart fan.
Like, this is just fucking total bullshit.
It's total bullshit. I can't go out in my yard. Well, I can go out in my yard, but I have to run for my fucking life. Well, not my life, but my safety whenever that pit bull comes outside.
Yeah.
The landlord's own letters, their own, what is it?
Email?
No, the thing that says the kind of pets you can have here.
Lease.
Yeah, their own lease says
their pet policy.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have dangerous dogs. If somebody has a phobia, the dog has to go. Well, we're scared to go down the fucking driveway because of the dog. Why don't we count?
Honestly, if I take Charlie for a walk in whatever way, sometimes I come up this way or sometimes I come around.
Like, I swear to fuck, if I bought a pit bull, them cocksuckers would have it removed within a week.
Yep, I agree with that.
But why can the person next door have a dangerous pit bull?
I don't know.
Like, I understand she's mental. I didn't know that till the Timmins Housen told me she was mental. Because, like, the one day when she flipped out in the front yard.
They were instructing you what to do.
Yeah, I talked to the lady at Timmins Housen, one of the ladies, and she said that the lady next door's, like, got problems, so when you see her acting up, call the Timmins police, and they got the crisis unit or whatever, and the crisis unit will head over to check on her because, you know.
That's like...
So how can... You know what I mean? A regular person can't have a dangerous dog. How can a person with mental issues have one? That don't seem fucking right.
Also, I need to say this quick and then we'll probably move on off of this, right?
Yeah, we got other things to talk about. I just wanted to mention, you know,
in that email,
for anybody that was wondering what the next step's going to be, because a lot of you's been watching. we're going to court. I ain't paying no fucking tickets or nothing like that. I'm not handing over any of my money at all. The city can hand over their money and pay for their own fucking ticket because they're the ones who made up the story.
I was going to say quickly in that email, right?
Why would I pay a ticket for a make-believe story when everybody can fucking see it on video?
And in that email, this is what I said to
you know what I mean?
today.
Why would I pay that ticket?
She says that camera that you seen in yesterday's video, it was fake. That it was $100 at Best Buy.
And you guys see it in the video, not yesterday's video, but the one on Saturday's video.
Yeah.
I went to show you guys the batteries and stuff, and I accidentally pulled the whole camera apart because it was real fragile.
No.
It was cheap. It wasn't
she
even
said
real.
She didn't know if it was fake or not.
You can go back and see the video if you want.
If you did the research and you say that this fake camera is at Best Buy, would you not motherfucking read about the description of the fucking camera?
Well, you think you would, especially
No.
if you're a fucking bylaw officer trying to enforce the fucking law.
Anybody in fucking Canada, you can go to fucking Best Buy. There is no fucking motherfucking dummy cam there. There's not.
Yeah, and on top of all that, I think I told you cocksuckers this. Ever since the bylaw's been coming here and fucking with my backyard cameras,
Yeah.
I've got robbed twice already this year. And I've lost over $1,000 worth of my shit. And for anybody who doesn't believe me, I got the video still. I should probably upload it eventually.
Uh-huh.
I got videos. I think, did I show them the time the bitch stole my shoes? The witch?
Yes.
The witch stole my shoes. Did I show them the video when she went in the backyard and she was in the tent back there? I had a tent set up in the backyard because like the Jizz doesn't live here anymore. He lives like he lives with buddies and stuff, and sometimes he goes and hangs out with the wrong crowd and gets too wasted, and he ends up on this side of town instead of that side of town where he stays. So I had a tent set up for him in the backyard, so he could just go in the backyard and crawl in there and sleep if he needed to, right? So he had a few things in there, like his wallet with some cash in it that I gave to him. He had a tablet back there, a $700-something tablet. There's a few things to go with the tablet, some accessories, and some other shit like clothing and different things. Well, I got the video where the bitch walks in the yard, she's wearing one bag. When she leaves the yard with two bags, and she grabs a third one by my fence that I left there for the Jizz, in case he needed to grab some stuff that night, you know, because I was going to bed, and he said he wasn't going to be staying here. He needed some stuff, so instead of him roaming through the backyard in the dark, I left some stuff in a bag at the fence for him. That cunt took that bag there. She took the fucking shit from the fucking tent back there. I got it all on video from the front angle. I just don't got the back angle because the bylaw fucking lady came here, and, you know, what are you doing?
I don't know if you could see in your mirror.
Hit the mirror here that way, backwards, that way. And Donnie, I don't know if... Just fucking throw that away. If there's a glare on the fucking screen, sorry, Donna fucked it up.
Okay, what about now?
Tap that back that way. A little more. Okay, right there. Just stop. That's good. Keep your big hands out of there.
Yeah.
Donna's smacking shit around.
Yeah, and there's weird people that have been coming around at like really late at night, you know?
Yeah, but there's nothing we can do because we're not allowed to fucking film our own property anymore.
No.
Bylaw says we're not allowed to film the back door.
She does. She says in that fucking email that you can occasionally have them out. Who are you?
Yeah, I can occasionally have my cameras up. So what days are those? Like on Tuesday?
Who is you?
I know, but what days? Like Tuesday?
I don't know.
Sunday?
You may have to call her and ask her.
I think I'm gonna have to get a lawyer to ask her because I do not understand her fucking language.
I don't understand the whole thought process because I don't think there's much one.
There's not much going on up in there.
There's really not. I'm not even I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being dead serious.
Last time she was here, if you guys watched the video, she was so anxious to well, she sat in her car writing. She was already writing a report for about fucking 15 or 20 minutes before she came in the house. It was probably the whole report.
That's.
And then she's anxious to get into the house here to see what's going on. She locks her own keys in the fucking truck. She had to call the city to come and fucking let her into her own vehicle, her own city truck.
At the same time, you dumb shit, right?
What do you call me?
Not you, her. her ticket was issued on June 16th and the email was not sent till June 18th. On that June 16th date, says that she had received a complaint and she found all these cameras. All these cameras were fucking. You didn't come and see, and you just wrote the ticket.
Yeah, she said she found those cameras, but she didn't find any cameras because I didn't let her in here till the 18th. After I knew there was a ticket, I let her in here to see there was no cameras.
So much wrong.
So she was accusing me of having cameras. Wrote a ticket before she even knew. And now that she's been here and she's on video and all you cocksuckers have seen it, there's actually quite a bit of views on there. I think we're up to 300 views or something. Anyway, lots of people have seen the video, and I forget where I was going with this. Do you remember what I was saying? I don't remember. I'm about done talking about it. What?
I brought up because she wrote the ticket on the 16th, but she didn't come till the 18th after you called her when you knew about the ticket.
Yeah, I called her because Timmins Housing sent me the ticket. The bylaw never did. They sent the ticket to Timmins Housing, and Timmins Housing emailed it to me. And the ticket had the wrong address on it. It had the guy's address up the street. And I mentioned that in the video. So Timmins Housing, after the bylaw lady went and switched her ticket around, Timmins Housing tried to justify her actions by saying there's I forget what they even said. I'd have to look at the fucking email because I would just be making shit up right now. But they tried to correct her mistake by saying something about the property here and something about why the address was as it is. But I've lived here for almost 2 decades. That address doesn't go with my address at all, period. So none of it makes any sense. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Everything keeps disappearing out of my head because, yeah. Anyway, me and Donna are drinking some Molson Canadian. What beer's all about? You guys are probably thinking, why are you drinking? You said you were going to drink on the weekdays. Well, I wasn't going to, but me and Donna had so many empties in the basement. We returned them and... Well, we didn't have to pay no money, right? It's like using a coupon. Fucking rights. We had lots of empties. How many empties did we have today?
Oh, God. I brought in 3 bags.
All great big clear garbage bags that were jam-packed.
Well, it's easier to put
the extra large motherfuckers.
Yeah, they are. They are the extra large, clear, all-purpose fucking bags.
Okay, let's stop with the bylaw and Timmins Housing thing because I don't know what I said so far, and I don't know what I was saying. So let's leave it at that. You guys pretty much know what's going on. My feet are doing better today. They're still a little bit swollen, but they're not. They don't look like 2 balloons anymore.
They were so bad last night.
They were bad last night.
I was very concerned.
Donna was concerned. I wasn't too concerned, but they did start to hurt a lot as they got thicker.
They look like when you blow up a glove and just the inside that part, and there's just the regular.
Yeah, they were fucked.
They look bad.
They were totally fucked. Anyway, they're doing a little bit okay. Donna read online that if you're a regular drinker like I am,
your sodium levels.
Yeah, I shouldn't be eating things like pizza and stuff.
Chips, really salty, bad things.
All weekend long. I ate barbecue pizza. I had Ruffles chips.
Regular chips.
Yeah, the regular ones, the salty fuckers.
Onion dip.
Onion dip. I had onion dip, yeah.
Chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders with Frank's hot sauce.
That
Panzerotti last night plus a fucking
sub.
A sub.
McDonald's.
We ate McDonald's 3 or 4 times this fucking weekend. I had chicken McNuggets actually earlier today. I shouldn't have, but I did. I had the munchies. Had some fries with it. Okay, let's move on. My feet are doing better. Not like where I want them at yet. They're not there yet, but they're probably tomorrow. My feet are half the size, or maybe less than half the size of what they were. So when Donna went to the beer store to bring back the empties, she seems a junkie.
Okay, this was a bad situation. Okay, so there was cars parked at the front, right? So I couldn't park right up there, but thank fuck I I didn't want to park there after anyways, I pull in. So there's this like a junkie on something, just standing there like, he had blonde hair. It has his hood up, right? God forbid.
They all have their hood up.
And it's hot here.
They're scared of the sun.
I don't even know what the temperature is, but it's like in the 30s, okay?
They're
like
all
30.
scared of the fucking sun. They're like fucking vampires.
And he starts like moving his hands, like, you know, like he's listening to music, right? And I'm just like, okay, like holy fuck, what's going on here, right? But he stopped. Okay, so I pop the trunk. I go to the back of the car to grab all the empties, right? And where I am, I'm in the middle row. I created my own row because there was nobody there.
She created her own row.
Well, I was giving like the people in front enough space, right? And the people that were already behind, right? They have enough space to go as well. Anyways, so the guy's there, right? I'm getting the empties, and I just kind of like look over because where he is like close, very close to the entrance. Like you would have to pass by him. So like I make sure my fucking side purse is zipped the fuck up, right? Like all the way, everything's tucked in, right? And he stops doing this dance, like like that, okay? And he literally takes his hands, right, and he starts rubbing himself, like his cock, okay? He starts rubbing his cock, and then he starts like scratching in there, right? And I'm thinking,
he was scratching in
like,
there.
you don't want to look, but you're thinking, what the fuck are you doing, right? And then he's like rubbing in there, and then he comes back up, and he's like, I'm thinking, okay, like I'm just grabbing my fucking these bags. I'm not even making eye contact. I have to walk by him. Please don't grab my purse and try to drag me down.
Is that what you're thinking? Please don't grab my purse and drag me. So you said drag me?
Drag me down.
Drag you down?
Yeah. So, because by the time I'm halfway through the parking lot thinking this, right, all the other vehicles with like males in them were gone.
There's no dudes around to protect you.
Oh, and like, I'm not saying like you have to, but I mean, I would just for like a regular person. Okay, so as I'm getting closer.
Donna would just for a regular person. Were you not a regular person?
Well, I am, but I'm just saying like I don't expect somebody to, but you feel like, you know, if somebody was in the parking lot, I don't care if you're male or female, but all the ones that were there were all guys with loaded up cases of beer. Anyways, okay, so as I'm getting closer with these bags, right?
Oh yeah, I should probably mention strawberry ice.
he does this like...
Are we at the end of that yet? There's still a little bit more.
Yeah.
That fucking shit fluffs up and it's just like it's not going anywhere.
So as I get closer, okay, he starts walking like a rapper, like, you know, like this, right?
Like a rapper?
Yeah, like, you know.
That's how
like,
rappers walk?
Yeah, like, you know, like with their, like, you know, when they're on stage and they start, like, doing their rap. Like that.
I never seen that JZ guy do that.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Hey, JZ.
And he puts...
Does that guy even rap anymore?
I don't know. He puts his foot up, one foot up against the wall, against the brick wall, right? And he's leaning against it, but he's looking down. And as I'm walking, like I look over, right, and he's looking like he's like looking at me like this, okay? Except like his eyes look really fucking black, right? And then I was thinking, oh my god, like it's probably a demon. So
yeah, this guy has a demon in him.
So I just like started fucking like with these 3 fucking bags, right? Like getting into the beer store because I'm safe in there. There's employees.
There was a demon possessed man outside of where? The beer store?
Yes.
The beer store today.
So I was like, dude.
Eyes was black as night. Is that how black they were? Black as night.
They were black, and then I got the beer, right, and then I was like to the girl. Well, it was like
Donna met Randall Flagg today.
I was like,
you know, from the stand.
Can I get some help carrying this out? I said, because like, well, there was a reason too, but even if there wasn't that reason there, I would still ask for somebody to carry out. Anyways, I left there, and the guy honestly was just about at the fucking food basics. That's how fast he was walking.
Yeah. I forgot to mention, I also wanted to bring this up with my lawyer. When the bylaw lady was in here a couple times back, we had some leakage going on from the thing here. And there's like mold building up under the sink. I think we showed you guys the mold. And when she was here, she says, oh, I take care of that too. and she looked at stuff, and she even came downstairs and looked at where the water was dripping. This is the time when the smoke detector downstairs was getting filled with water.
Yes.
And she said she was going to write a report and have that stuff fixed up. I'm still wondering to this day whatever happened to that report. I have her on video walking around in my house and looking around like she said that's her job too. She's snooping around in my basement. Is
this not the one where you had called the city back like 2 weeks later to ask them about that report and they didn't even have anything?
Well, that's what they said, but I'm still wondering, like, maybe she was late on writing it, you know?
That was a long fucking time.
But I still got all that mold and stink and stuff under the sink over there.
It smells so bad. I'm not even joking.
It's bad.
It smells so bad.
It smells like exhaust. Under the sink smells like rot. But when you turn on the taps over there, it smells like fucking exhaust. Like it smells really bad. I don't know if it's something wrong with the water or something wrong with down in the drain.
It's god awful. And don't tell me to.
It smells like rotten eggs.
There's nothing there's vinegar.
I don't know why I said exhaust.
Well, sometimes exhaust smells like rotten eggs.
Well, yeah, sometimes, but I probably should have said rotten eggs to begin with.
It's a horrible, horrible smell.
It's horrible. Smells like your mother.
Not even if you put fucking Drano down there, that doesn't even take care of it.
Nothing gets rid of it. We poured everything down the sink.
You know, the only thing that does get rid of it, right, is if I put the fucking plug in. And I plug the fucking sink.
Well, yeah, you can plug it up, but as soon as you pull the plug in.
Oh, God, it's like...
Yeah, it's like somebody farted in your face. I'm not joking. It smells really bad over there. Okay, let's move on here. We're coming up on the end. You have a shoulder update.
Okay, so I went to I had to see the surgeon this morning, right, about my shoulder because I'm having problems with it and more problems after I fell coming into the house from the dog that tried to get over the fence next door there.
Yeah.
Anyways, and they did x-rays when I did go to the hospital, but they didn't, like, an x-ray shows so much, but an MRI is more thorough, I guess. Because it finds all the nicks and shit.
Her arm's been hurting since the day she fell from when the dog almost got over the fence. They gave her a shot today of what? Oh my God.
Okay, so I go there, right? And they tell you to go to the back, and so the nurse comes over with this little tray, right? And a package and some gloves. And she says, okay, so you're getting a cortisone shot today. And I looked over at her and I said, am I? She says...
This is because... Did you say that already?
The
time when the dog almost got over the fence, me and Donna fucking ran in the back door and we tripped. We both hit the ground, but she hit harder than I did.
And then I was only it was only a little after a month or something, or a couple weeks. No, it was only a couple weeks I had the surgery.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks after she had her surgery.
Because the hospital took out my stitches.
So she had to go back to the hospital and get x-rays again after the dog incident.
And they said nothing was broken, but they weren't like the specialist for that area. And I had but I just had the appointment now because that's how long it takes to get the appointment, and the thing still hurts. So I went in today, and she says that to me, and I said, am I? And she said, and she looked at my chart. She goes, yeah, you are. And I was like, oh, I said, I did not know that.
See, Timmins should be more concerned with that kind of shit because the dog next door caused that. But instead, right,
send bylaw.
If we were to tell them what happened, a bylaw will be here tomorrow worried about another camera that I have up in the yard.
So anyways, the doctor comes over, right? And I'm not even joking. He's like, what's the problem? I'm telling him what is going on with my shoulder. So he stands in front of me, right? And he starts, he puts his hand on both my shoulders here, right? And he starts pushing in, okay? And when pushing in over here somewhere, it's like the AC joint, okay? That's what I know. That's what he kept on saying. I had
It's right next to the DC joint.
Literally, Ed, I was
Did you get it?
Yes, the AC/DC.
Yeah.
I had tears in my motherfucking eyes, like it hurt so bad. Next thing you know, right, he says to me, okay, he's gonna fucking give me the cortisone shot, and also, if the cortisone shot doesn't work, they need to, he said, I'm just gonna take a piece of bone from your clavicle, he says, and that will fix the problem. And
Fuck!
I was
Hey?
like,
Take a bone from somewhere to fix a
my
problem?
collarbone. So the end of the collarbone where the bones.
How much does a bone weigh?
What?
How much does a bone weigh?
I don't know. They're gonna take a piece.
Donna's been thinking about going on the diet again, and I was telling her earlier to look on the bright side, because like if the doctor took you a little more bone, that's just a little less weight.
Well, anyway, so I was looking at him and I was like, oh. He was like, yeah, I'll just take it from there. Like, no big deal. Like, you know, it's not his bone, it's mine, but I'll just take it. So I was like, oh, okay. And, and he goes, but I can't do it through the scope. Meaning that, like, it'll just be like, instead of like...
So what are you saying, though? Like, if you wouldn't have fell...
If I wouldn't, like, my understanding...
Then that wouldn't be like that right now?
That's my understanding of it, because there was nothing...
So that's all caused because of the fucking dog trying to get over the fence.
So I had the shot today. That there was 2 of them.
We had to run for our motherfucking lives.
If it wasn't for the beer,
well, I don't think the dog would have killed us, but it would have mauled us pretty good.
If it no, anyways, if it wasn't for the beer, because the beer had kicked in, it hurts like so motherfucking bad. So, anyways. That's an update on that.
Okay. I only got one other... Oh, no, you got traffic, Donna.
It took... You know, the city is so fucking stupid.
We know.
It takes... I was motherfucking late for my appointment this morning, and I left at fucking 8:15. It only takes, 30 seconds to get down to the fucking end of the road? But I called fucking Ed. Traffic, okay, from the fucking Pine Lights over there was backed all the way motherfucking only a block away from our road. That's fucking ridiculous.
I got a story for some of you new cocksuckers. Are you done?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that.
There was a time when me and Donna were really hurting for dough. It was about maybe a year or 2 ago. Maybe 2 years. I don't know. And we had to take on a paper route for a while. You know, we didn't make very much. It's a couple bucks here and there, right? And the city, we're in Timmins, Ontario, way up in Canada. The city, there was a city worker that started following us around. I probably shouldn't have mentioned in the YouTube video that we were you know, tossing papers off, you know, slinging papers. But anyway, once the city found out we were slinging papers, there was a city worker that actually followed us around. And we were told any place that didn't have a mailbox, just put the fucking paper by the door or whatever. So I was going up the driveway. If there's no fucking mailbox, I just whip the fucking thing here. I didn't even have to get out of the car in some of the places. I just drive, and Donna was driving. I'd whip the fucker out and it'd slide up the driveway right to the door. Well, the city dick, it was a female.
Yeah.
She went and called the fucking lady we were working for and complained that the papers better not end up on the street, because if they end up on the street, they were going to get ticketed. Nothing was even on the street. It was on the properties. Everything was fine. But because the city bitch couldn't find anything fucking wrong with what we were doing, she had to call the fucking lady we were working for, hoping that probably hoping we were going to get fired, right? And, you know, anyway. That's how fucked it is living here. Moving on. My last thing. So anyway, me and Donna, sometimes we get bored. We got some remote controls. You know, the kind that, you know, cars, RC cars. We got actually quite a few of them now. So when we get bored, sometimes we'll go out in the front yard and let these fuckers race up and down the road. But for some fucking reason, in her head, she thinks that she has to drive the one she's controlling into my car. She doesn't realize how expensive remote controls are. If you smash them enough, you're going to fuck them up and they're not going to work. But no matter how much I fucking say this to her, I'll get my remote ready. She'll get one of hers ready. I won't even fucking get to take off yet. And bang! She drove right at me. I start going. I try to get away from her. Just leave me alone, Don. I'll go over here with my car. You go over here. Nope. Next thing you know, it's like the fucking Roadrunner and the fucking Coyote. She's the Coyote. She won't leave me alone. She's constantly following me around, smashing into me. So anyway, yesterday, I was standing on the street using a remote control. Out of nowhere, Donna takes the biggest one we have. Okay? Not only the biggest one we have, it's the fastest one. Well, I haven't opened up my new one yet. It's still in the box. The street cleaners are coming tomorrow to clean the streets, so I'll open that one up probably tomorrow and try it out. But the other one I have, my biggest one that's open right now, it's heavy as fuck. Like, well, not heavy as fuck, but it's heavy, like, as in if it smashes into you, it's heavy. Well, I'm out there using a remote, just going up and down the road like a nerd. I'm fried out of my fucking mind, you know, I'm just in my own world. And all of a sudden, right in the back of my fucking legs, my fucking, not the back of my legs, but the back of my feet, you know, like a grocery cart. She fucking nails me. I'm telling you, I wanted to pick that fucking remote up and smash it off the fucking street. But the only problem was, it's mine.
It got out of control. I was trying to...
You get out of control. She gets out of control.
I was trying to do tricks. And
Donna thinks she has to hit things with the fucking thing. That's what you do. She's destroying all my cars. I already got one broken one.
Which one's that?
Well, not from you.
Well, see?
The Jizz came over one day and he was playing with the remotes in the front yard, me and him. And he fucking stepped on one. The fucking wheel popped off. And you can't just glue it back on. I'm going to try to email the company and see if they'll send me a new wheel. Well, it's not really a wheel. It's kind of like a tractor. A track.
It's the track and like the long, like the skinny thing that, like, if it was on a real car, it would be like the thing that keeps the wheel on. You know, like how there's that thing that goes right across under, like, where your front and back tires are. Like, it's like a thing and then the wheel goes onto that thing. It's that thing. It's broken. You need maybe a whole new back wheel set up.
Yeah, what she said. Anyway, I think that's about all we got.
Yep.
Oh no, it isn't.
What?
Well, I'm getting in my road toke. I've told you guys about how the pit bull from next door came charging at me and Charlie, and that's how I got injured, right? Well, that's not the only dog incident that's happened this month. Also, I was driving one of those remote controls on the. I'll let Donna tell you the story while I get in my road toke. The video's getting long.
Okay, well, I don't know the one you're talking about. I only know yesterday.
Okay, well, hang on. I'll tell them real quick. Over at the nut house, there was somebody visiting. Okay, like one of the nuts. There's a nut house across the street from where we live, and one of the nitwits over there had company, and their company had a German Shepherd. And when I was driving one of those remote controls up and down the street, that fucking dog came out and it tried to attack the remote control. It was a good thing I could maneuver around the dog. The dog seriously almost got it though. His owner yelled at him and got his attention. He ran back over there, but he fucking near got my remote control, my good one too. Not my good one that I didn't use yet, but my good one that I have, that I use right now. He almost got that. That was like a week ago.
And then last night we're out there playing remotes, right?
This is my road toke.
And there's a lady that lives across the road. She has this black and white dog. It's an older dog. That dog don't like Charlie. Anyways, he's kind of like mean.
Lives across Brussels.
Yeah.
We live on Maple North.
We're playing fucking remotes, and Ed looks up, and there's this fucking dog with all its fur, like, coming up in the middle of its fucking
all
back.
its hair was spiked.
Yeah, and our gate was open, because Charlie don't leave the fucking yard, right?
Yeah, Charlie don't leave the yard at all.
But I got fucking worried, like, if that dog would have seen Charlie, right, he would have fucking went to the backyard, so I fucking ran for the fucking...
To be honest with you, Charlie's a pussy, but that old dog across the that old dog across the street there, I think Charlie would tune it up if he had to. Charlie's only 6 years old. That dog across the street looks like it's 12.
Yeah, it looks like an old dog.
Anyway, it came across the street growling and
hair up.
His hair up. It was not at me and Donna.
At the remote.
It was going after the remote control car. It didn't attack the car. It stopped.
Like it came to its senses.
I mean, it came to its senses before it grabbed the car. It almost grabbed the fucking car. I guess it would have been my own fault anyways, because I probably should have looked and made sure there was no dog around, but
yeah,
I had no idea that fucking dog was laying, because it just lives right there, right? I had no idea that fucking dog was laying outside, just out of nowhere, because the neighbor had a vehicle right here.
Yeah.
They had company, and that dog from across there
was seeing me chasing Ed with the remotes.
Yeah. Anyway, it came out from behind the vehicle. I didn't even know it was coming. So if the dog was after me yesterday, like just say it was, it probably would have caught me because I had no idea it was coming until it came around that vehicle in the next driveway. And it was angry. But then it fucked off. It didn't do nothing though. Anyway, that's all we got.
Stay happy, stay safe, and be kind. Enjoy your Monday night, and have a good night. That's it.
That's it. You got nothing else?
No.
All right. Cigrit holding everybody.
We're oot.
We are oot.
See how I didn't move?
Yeah. Anyway, fuck off. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll be back in with some other bullshit.